Hey guys, OFSREagle here, bringing you a brand new video today. Today I am bringing you a new video that it's not part of a series or anything, but something I just wanted to share. That's something that I've been asked many times. How do I warm up? Let's say I went the whole day either at work or let's say you're at school, and you haven't touched the controller and you want to get warmed up fast. I'm not going to say my way is the best way or the only way. I'm just going to show you what I do. So as you can see, we're in this custom game that I just started. It's just going to be me, and the first thing that I like to do, I know different people have different methods of warming up. A popular way is octagoning. Another way is just jumping into some social matchmaking, custom browsing. I kind of do a melting pot and do a little bit of everything with that. So the first thing I do here is I just jump into a custom game just by myself, just for movement, okay? So my settings are, my sensitivity is 2.5, and I leave it at that. I know Proximity once mentioned that what he does is he will up his sensitivity and for like the first few games and lower it down to his regular sense. After, for each game he lowers it one, something like that. I don't do that. I can't say if it works or doesn't. I haven't done it. I might try it in the future, but I'm just gonna show you what I do. So for right here, again, I go into a map and I focus on movement. So just getting my sprint, my thrust, even though they're basic buttons, I just get everything kind of warmed up, my fingers ready to go. So I have an Elite controller, so the first thing I do is I just start hitting all my buttons to make sure they're all good to go, right? I hit all my D-pads, my different things, just to make sure they're, because if you don't know, if an Xbox controller sits for a little bit, it can actually stick. Just for a brief second, and that just can kind of get in the way. So once I do that, the next thing I do is I just start doing movement. Now I tend to, when I say movement, I mean through the map and also a lot of skill jumps, just to get me warmed up, get my timing down, just to start getting me kind of focused into what I'm about to do. So I choose either Plaza, Fathom, or Coliseum, because those to me have the most skill jumps on all the maps. Plaza especially has the most, so I'll literally just start running and just running around. It's kind of like a parkour map if you're familiar with those, where people just kind of do obstacles. That's what I kind of do. I just try to get, I literally just focus on movement, right? And it's literally just to warm up your fingers. It may seem weird just to say warm up your fingers, but literally get the blood circulating in your fingers to make your muscle movements more precise, right? So you see I just messed that up, right? That's something I would normally do. So I literally just start bouncing around. That's what I do. I just start running around. It may seem kind of a trivial thing to do, but it helps me get my mind back to the cadence of things I need to do. Let's say for certain skill jumps, let's say this, just to make sure I can hit it quick. I'll even do my spring jumps. Now you'll see I did a regular spring jump, missed. I'll go back to my spring jump glitch that I showed Nova. But I'll even practice a regular spring jump, which that one was. I'll also just try to hit my thrust bumps and stuff. Now Plaza doesn't have a lot of those. Coliseum and especially Fathom do have a lot of those bumps where and the rig. I'm sorry. Also, scratch Fathom. I forgot, the rig also has a ton, right? So I will literally just work on my movement, just seeing what I can do without, having, like right there was a simple thing from the taxi to here, and I messed it up. So I'll take about 5 minutes just running around, okay? It may be on one map, maybe on two. So, you can see this is what I kind of do for Plaza, right? Get that down. Now I'm going to jump to the rig and I'll do the same thing, and we'll cut back to there. Okay, so here we are on the rig, and just like Plaza, what I do is just start going through my different skill jumps and seeing which ones I can hit, right? So I missed that clamber. I'll literally just start trying to warm up my thumbs, trying to, get things done. So I don't also like to leave a jump not completed. So if I miss one, I'll try to do again, and I get it done. I won't grind it over and over like I'm actually practicing skill jumps. I'll just try to get it done, Once I do it, I'll move on. This is another good one to practice, just off the right? And I completely messed that up, right? So I'll try and hit it again real quick. And you know, once I get it done, oh my goodness. So that tells you, okay, you know what, that's probably telling me I'm probably not going to really rely on that in matchmaking today. There we go, finally got it. I'll also do, oh, this is a good one here. You know, I'll just, again, over time you'll know what jumps and movements are very common and what often used in a matchmaking game, and you just kind of do those over and over. You know, I'll just try to get my movements down, and then once I do that, you know, let's say I want to, you know, get to sniper rifle real quick. See right there, I was just trying to clamber that and I missed it, right? So also I'll pick up the snipe and I'll just also start just, you know, trying to just move my reticle a bit. You know, just start aiming for hallways. You know, just to literally get warmed up and remove that cold blood from my fingers. So once I'm done with this part of it, what I will do is I'll move on to going to a customs browser game and start doing more. In fact, I'll just show you. Okay, so once I'm done with my movement warm-up, where I do my own custom game, I hop into the customs browser and I start looking for the first thing, Octagon, if anyone's having an open Octagon, and if not, I'll start looking for an FFA, Magnum Snipe, or something HCS, right? Now it's also a little tip, back out, go back in for it to refresh, right? Now I see FFA HCS settings, I'm going to hop right into that, okay? And that, you know, it says score to win unlimited, length 30 minutes. So that is actually kind of a benefit, even though you don't know where in the game you come in. You know, you can just start, you can take, again, like 5 minutes, even just a minute, just to really get your shot kind of honed in. And again, if you focus on what you're trying to warm up, it will be a lot more effective. You'll warm up a lot more effectively. That was weird. You'll warm up a lot more effectively than if you just start running around like you would normally, you know, without thinking of what you're trying to do, right? I'll trade it there. So, you know, the goal for me isn't to win. It isn't anything of that. I'm just going to focus on when I'm getting engagement. I just want to get my shots down, right? So, yeah, I'm literally just gonna start, you know, trying to just hit my shots, right? Okay. This is also, it isn't just about the shots. It's also incorporating that movement you just practiced into your shooting. So yeah. So like I said, I'll just start looking for people, looking what to do, and you know, get my shot down. I'm basically, my goal is to get those perfects, right? You know, just because that will tell you, you know, when you can start saying to yourself, like, okay, you know, maybe when you first start, oh, you know, I missed that shot, or why did I, you know, I shouldn't have missed that. You're not quite warmed up yet. But once you can start really being happy with your shots, then basically be saying, okay, I'm warmed up. You know, you don't want to take 20 minutes to warm up like that. You know, at that point, you're just kind of burning yourself out with this one thing. Now, I right there missed a lot more shots than I would have liked to, you know. But that tells me I'm just not quite warmed up yet. You can see just how slow and paced my shots are. It's because I'm just not warmed up. So I'm just going to keep doing this, you know, until I kind of get it really resolved. Now, again, Octagon is a very efficient way to get your shot warmed up quickly, but it's not the best way. If you spend too much time in Octagon, it will give you a muscle memory that is not good. Honestly, my best piece of advice for Octagon, I know there are players who grind it day in and day out, and it's not the best thing, because they're good at Octagon, but not good at a lot of other things. It's because Octagon is, I think I mentioned it in a previous video, brings a muscle memory of an exact distance, right? So the fact that this guy's standing there, I couldn't perfect him. I'm nowhere near warmed up, so I just gotta start thinking about that. But yeah, Octagon gives you a a good muscle memory for a predetermined distance because of the spawn points. That how Octagon works. So I may do that just a few times. Maybe take 2 minutes in Octagon at best. But after that, I'll go into this. Right now I went into this because we couldn't find an Octagon, but So once I do this, then what I tend to do is, let's say I'm gonna give myself 3 more kills, right? I'm gonna really try to get 3 more kills without dying, or get my shots accurate, right? I was really hoping he'd back up into that nade, but that didn't work. Okay, so, and now you see I'm relying mainly on the Magnum to warm up. That's perfectly fine. The Magnum is one of the most used, and I shouldn't have punched in there. Okay. Nope, not good. There you go. Okay, so I need to really get my shots down here, right? So what I'm going to do is really start now pushing and trying to be aggressive to see if I can aggressively get my shots. I kind of walked into that. Again, I'm gonna get, I think, 1 more kill. I said 1 more kill, and I really want to have my shots down for it, right? Now, if it's just like I got, when this other guy was 1 shot, I got the kill. That won't count for me because I barely did any work. I didn't really lay down the shots. I want to lay down the shots like this guy. Pretty good. I'll even switch to another weapon, just kind of look around. That guy did a great move on his part to jump in there in that cubby. That was a really good move. Now this guy's okay. And with that, woo, double stick. That was lucky. Okay, so with that, you know what? It's a good upbeat moment, and it puts your mind in a good place of feeling confident and solidifying that warm up. Okay, so once I go into that customs browser, I do a quick custom game, I will immediately jump into Super Fiesta and do 1 or 2 games of that. And now the reason I do Super Fiesta, not like Slayer, or I don't want to do anything ranked. As my first match. The reason why I do Super Fiesta is because you spawn in with a variety of weapons. That's the nature of Super Fiesta, which will give you a quick, I'm trying to think, just a quick dump of most of the weapons you're going to encounter in matchmaking, and then get you just quickly familiar. It's just like a quick refresh. Now, this is the warm-up I do every day. So it's just every day. If I do a little bit of this, it keeps me on top of my game. It keeps me. It's just a quick reminder. But if I go, let's say, a few days without playing, I'll spend more time focusing on my Magnum. Then I'll spend more time doing specifically sniper, specifically battle rifle, for let's say a quick custom game of 15 kills, or like an Octagon of 15 kills with each specific weapon, just because my brain will need more time for that. And the Super Fiesta is kind of taking a little bit, but so again, my mentality is now I'm going to be broadening my mindset beyond just my shot, my movement, now to the mechanics of the gameplay. Now I'm going to be trying to warm up my mind. So, I'll do 1 or 2 games of this where I'm thinking about the actual gameplay. Even though it's Super Fiesta, kind of odd to think as a competitive matchmaking thing, but Halo's Halo, And I'm going to, that was, okay, so I got a ton of people shooting at me, and I missed. So what I will do is really make sure that I'm thinking about this in a very competitive sense. I'm thinking about the spawn points, I'm thinking about the respawn times, I'm thinking about everything that I could do to make sure that my head is in the game. If you really dissect all the aspects of Halo, what makes a good competitive game, and make sure you're like on top of your competitive mindset. Okay, guys, so for that game I went 18 and 14, and which is pretty good. You know, my accuracy was decent. You know, my KDA was all right, but yeah. So what I'll do is I'll add with those stats. I'll probably do one more, and then I'll go ahead and jump into like Slayer, and then I'll go to HCS or FFA or whatever. So that is how I warm up. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned. Hope it helped. If you know, go ahead and comment down below your warm up routine if you have one. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, if you want to see me do more stuff like this, let me know. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.